from like October to January, it's really slow for real estate season. Nobody really wants to move during Thanksgiving, during Christmas, during New Year's. As you're reaching out to people, don't get discouraged because right now they don't have a lot of work coming in, so they don't really want to spend a lot of money on people like you and I. Before we start though, tell me a little bit about yourself and kind of where you are in terms of real estate, video, and photo.
So I basically started like last month, and I've just been doing stuff for free. So I've filmed 3 houses so far. So I'm trying to I'll probably start like charging people, but I'll have like a satisfaction guarantee where if they're not satisfied, it's free, and I'll also be saying the first listing I'll do for an agent will be like 50% off as well, I
Okay.
think.
Okay, cool. It's good to hear. At least you're kind of getting your feet wet. Definitely, I personally think that free is the way to go when you're starting out. That way you can, prove yourself to some people and build up that portfolio.
All right, so do you think I should just offer like first listing free to the agents?
No, I mean, if whatever works for you, if you're doing the money back guarantee and they're worth their they're happy to pay you and everything's going well, I say, charge. But if you feel like work's a little bit slow and nobody's saying yes, then maybe you want to consider doing it free.
Yeah, all right. And so basically the main problem I've been having so far is that like nobody's responding to my emails basically. So
Yeah,
like what's the best way to reach out to like agents?
you're gonna get that a lot, man. I think personally the best way that I like to go about it is through social media. I like using Instagram. A lot of agents are on Facebook, and it'll probably depend where you are in the US, but
Yeah.
I think if you send it through the email, keep in mind these real estate agents, they're dealing with transactions and clients all day. So their email inbox is flooded. So it has all kinds of unopened emails and they've got to respond to all of these. So they're kind of just sometimes brushing your email off to the side. So I think definitely social media is the way to go because the way I see it, they're probably at work all day. And then once they get home to relax, then they'll open their social media. They'll go on Instagram and then they'll see, okay, now let's go through these messages.
Yeah, yeah.
And where you might stand, I think you might stand out a little bit more in that landscape.
All right, so I'll just send them like a Facebook direct message or Instagram or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. If you got a business page, you can send it straight from your business page and that way they can see some of your work attached.
Yeah, I don't have a website yet, but I have an Instagram account and a YouTube channel. So you think I should make a website?
Um, I, I don't think you entirely. It's not entirely necessary. If you if you think you need it and you have the money to spend on website and the domain name, I say give it a shot, go for it. I recommend Wix, but if you think the social media thing is working out for you, things are going well with just that, then stick with it because it's a free option and it's going to help you grow a little bit.
All right, yeah, that sounds good. I'll probably make a website once I start getting paid, I guess.
Yeah. Another thing I would say is during these months from like October to January, it's really slow for real estate season. Nobody really wants to move during Thanksgiving, during Christmas, during New Year's.
Yeah,
So for that reason, as you're reaching out to people, don't get discouraged because right now they don't have a lot of work coming in, so they don't really want to spend a lot of money on people like you and I.
yeah. All
So
right.
just keep at it, and then eventually they might come around like in February, or just reach back out in February when things start picking up a little bit again.
All right. That sounds good. Also, do you think I should be packaging like so right now I'm sticking to like walkthrough videos, but then also since I'm filming, I take my drone up, I also take photos. So do you think I should also like in the future be packaging like photos and then like 3D walkthrough tours as well?
Yeah, I think I love packaging because you feel like they feel like they're getting a better deal. So let's say you're coming to a house, right? Sorry, I have to sneeze real quick. Excuse me. So let's say you're coming to a listing and they want to hire you for just photos. And I don't know what you charge, but let's just say you charge $100, right?
Hmm.
Then you'll go, you'll do the photos, and then that'll be that. But if they ask for photos and you say, hey, well, I can do photos, it'll be $100, but for just a couple $100 more, I can do video and aerials and I can do all this. And my normal rate, if you were to order everything separate, would be like $800. But because you're ordering it in a bundle, I'll do it for 400. So it's just like a better way for you to add revenue and to try and get them, more products, and that way the more they have, the more they'll see results with their listings and they might be more inclined to order from you in the future.
All right. Um, Another question is that the main like issue I'm having so far is that I my DSLR, I'm using the kit lens, which is an 18 to 55,
Uh-huh.
and it's not a full frame sensor, so I am getting like a decent crop in.
Yeah.
So
Let me show
yeah,
you a good lens. What camera are you on?
I'm using like a Nikon D50-300. It films 1080p at 60 FPS, but it's
Nikon
not
D.
it's not full frame. It's really not that good of a camera. That's gonna be one of the first
Yeah.
things I'll be upgrading.
Yeah. I mean, it's good of enough camera to kind of get you going, I think. I think it's a great option um, for now, and then eventually you can work your way up. If I remember correctly, this is a good lens right here. I have shot on a Nikon before. I've never really owned one, but I have used one.
Yeah, I'll probably end up getting a Canon.
If you have the money, if you want to save up for like $300, this Tokina 11 to 16 is going to be a great option for you. Because what'll happen is you'll get that 11 millimeter as opposed to the 18. So you'll get a lot wider of focal length and you'll be able to capture more of the room. So as you saw, I mean, this one's $400, but you can get some for 309, 340.
Yeah.
Um, just save up your money. And I think this is a great lens option for those with a camera like yours.
All right. Thank you. Let's see. Um, how do you have a contract for like your terms on like payment and stuff like that? Like, do you make a contract?
No, I've gotten this question a couple times. I don't have a contract that I make people sign, but what I do is I use a system where if somebody books with me, I input their information in my system and their appointment gets automatically emailed to them. And in that email, it'll state pretty much everything that I expect of the house to be done. So, I'd like I don't tell them it needs to be done, but I say I suggest this is what you do before I arrive for the
Okay.
best pictures. And then also in that email, it has links to my FAQ page, frequently asked questions, as well as my terms and conditions on my website. So I pretty much go based off of that. So if anybody comes at me and tries to say anything about, the pictures or the payment terms or anything like that, I say, well, look, when you booked with me, you got this email and there was a link there to read the terms and conditions. And, based on that alone, then it's really not my fault. I had everything laid out legally,
Yeah.
all the verbiage and all the words and everything. So that's kind of what I go based off for legal stuff.
So do you require like half the payment like before you go to the property and then the rest after, or?
I don't, only because the competition in my area doesn't.
Oh, I see.
So, if they're between me or some other guy and the other guy doesn't require it, but I do, there's two ways they might see it. They might either see it as, oh man, this guy, what if I need to reschedule? Let me just go with the other guy, right? Or they can see it as, okay, this guy, he respects his time. I'll respect his time. And you know what? I'll just go with this guy because he seems more experienced. So they might go with me, but it's like that 50-50. So I'd rather not risk it. So for that reason, I don't require a deposit.
And you've never had a problem where people like don't pay you or anything?
I have in the past. So for that reason, I've implemented different things. So I use a Dropbox professional account. So when I'm sending people the videos or their photos, everything goes in there and I disable the downloads. So they can view it, but they can't download anything until they pay me.
Oh,
So we're both kind of protected there.
yeah. All right. Um, so I see a lot for walkthrough videos. I see like people, like a lot of the like competitors in my area that are making walkthrough videos saying that they produce like an unbranded version of the video for the MLS.
Mhm.
Is that just they take out like music or something or like
No, yeah, they just because when you upload anything to the MLS, the real estate agent, they can't have their phone number, they can't have their name, they can't have their like brokerage like information like
oh,
Remax or whatever. So all that information needs to come out.
so
So
it's just the walkthrough.
yeah, so you can literally do the same video twice, but if you have one that has the phone number and their name and all this stuff, you would have to remove it for them to upload it to the MLS.
Okay. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
And do you upload the videos to the MLS for the agents? Like I know there's this thing on Zillow where you
Mhm.
can like upload where you can create like a Zillow photographer account and upload for them. Do you do that?
Um, I do have an account with my local MLS, but I don't always upload for people. Sometimes I'll get a client who's a little bit older and they're a little bit slower with technology, and I'll offer to help, just to make sure that they're able to do it smoothly. But it's very rare that it ever happens.
Okay. All right. Um my last question is just about like pricing. Like how do you think I should start off pricing? I know around in my area,
Hmm.
like there's this main company that does like most of the walkthrough videos, and I think they're charging like $400. So
Okay.
do you think I
And
should be like undercutting them at the start?
you're in the Boston area, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Um, so you're in a pretty popular metro area, so that's good because you can typically charge more in those areas because housing prices are higher.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, what I would say is go around and you have that one competitor that you're speaking of, go check the other competitors and kind of reach out to them and do some research and development and see how much they're charging. And then you can kind of gauge based on the quality of their videos and the quality of your videos. Say, hey,
Yeah.
okay, these guys are really good and they're charging 400. I'm kind of like down here. I'm not as good. So maybe should charge half or maybe 300.
Yeah, I do
So,
actually think my videos are better than the people charging 400, but I've seen other people
uh-huh.
who are doing like color grading and like a lot of like cool transitions and stuff that are
Yeah.
going up to like 750 for like their base model and then they're going up
Yeah.
to 1500.
If you think your videos are better, man, then at that point it's just about marketing it to the customer properly. So if they're reaching out to you, then they might be also reaching out to them. So you just have to be able to put all your work in like a portfolio in one place that showcases it all. So you can say, okay, here, this is my price. I charge 400 and here's a link to all my work. So they can actually see everything and see why you charge that 400. If you're confident, I'd say go for it, have that confidence going in. And if they say no, then, you know, sometimes most people will, but what I like to do is if somebody has pushback, like they're a first time client, I'll say, hey, you know what? What's your budget? I'll try to work with you
Oh, okay.
as a first time client. I can offer you a discount of 20%, bringing you to a total of X. Does that sound good? So you can kind of just to get them in the door, and then that
Yeah,
way you
yeah.
can just start building slowly.
All right, and are most of your like clients returning customers?
Yeah, at this point, yeah. Most of them are returning or based on referrals. So um, let's say you shoot for one client, that real estate agent probably knows 20 to 30 other real estate agents, if not
Yeah.
more. So if you do a good job, they'll spread the word and then slowly but surely you have that network effect that start building
Yeah,
that pyramid of people.
I'm hoping to get there soon enough.
Yeah.
I'm not
Just be
there yet.
consistent, man. Consistent. Don't get discouraged. Keep going, and I'm I'm positive it'll work out for you.
All right, thank you so much.
No problem, man. I hope
Super
you got
helpful.
some good value out of this. Do me a favor, send me some examples of your videos, and then send me some of your competitors too, and I'll kind of give you an idea of where I think you guys should be at in price.
All right, yeah, I'll do that later today.
Yeah, send me some links.
All right,
All right,
awesome.
man. Have a good one. Keep killing it.
Thank you so much.
All right, peace out, man. All right, guys, that's it. So thank you guys for watching another video. I hope you guys really enjoyed. If you guys got any value out of this, do me a big favor. Hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. It's really going to help out the channel a lot so I can keep doing a lot more of these. Again, if you guys have any questions, drop a comment down below. If you want to get on a call just like this one, send me a DM or send me an email, and we'll see what we can do to get you in our schedule. So thank you so much. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.